and conditioning. We've got 3 different circuits that we're going to work through today. We're going to use some dumbbells. If you have kettlebells, we're going to use those as well. If not, dumbbells work just as fine. But we're going to get ourselves warmed up first. So 10 jumping jacks. Whether you want to do 10 high impact jacks or 10 low impact, up to you. And once you have done your 10 jacks, we're going to alternate 10 front lunges. Keep the lunge nice and small. Don't worry about going very deep into the lunge. We want to warm up our hips, knees, ankles. We're going to do 10 lunges total. 5 on the left, 5 on the right, keeping that nice tall posture so our abs are tight, our eyes are up. And once you have done your 10, we're going to do leg swings front and back. So if you need to hold on to something for balance, find a wall, back of a chair. I think I did a little bit more than 10 lunges, but that's all right. So swing the arms with the leg, get those eyes up onto a focal point to help with balance. Abs are nice and tight. We're gonna do 10 swings on each leg, just warming up that hip joint a little bit more. And once you have done 10 leg swings on each side, we're gonna come down onto the floor, high plank or push-up position. And if coming right down onto the floor is not comfortable, feel free to elevate your hands onto a staircase, a workout bench. But we're gonna do a spider climb into a rotation. So we're on our hands, we're on our toes, take one foot, step it wide. Take that hand, open up towards the ceiling, set your foot back, same thing, other side. Eyes are gonna follow the hand to the ceiling, opening up through the shoulder, chest, and the hip. We're going to do 10 rotations total. So 5 on the left, 5 on the right. And once you have done your 10, stay down in your plank position. And we'll finish off with either 10 plank toe taps or 10 plank jacks. Either jumping or stepping the feet out to the side. And then once you are done that, we're gonna stand it up. And we are going to need 1 dumbbell just to keep at the shoulder for a front loaded lunge sequence. Perfect. Okay, so 35 seconds on, 15 seconds off, so a little longer break. But I need 1 dumbbell that we're gonna rest on one shoulder. So you can pick a side, left or right, doesn't really matter. But what's gonna happen, so we're in this front loaded position. So if the weight is in my left leg is doing all the moving. My right leg is gonna stay stationary. You're going to do 1 curtsy lunge into 1 front lunge. Staying all on one side, and then we get to switch. All right, 35 seconds on the clock. Here we go. So 1 curtsy, feet together, take that same leg, step it forward. Eyes stay up. We want to keep those abdominals engaged so they're nice and tight. And we're going to drop the back knee down as far as we can to the floor, getting as deep as we can into the lunges. Good. I need about 10 more seconds. We're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. Last 5. Perfect. Switch it out. Same thing on the other side. Keep the weight the same. When we go back to do round 2, that's when you can change your weight out. All right, 3 seconds, starting with the curtsy lunge, same arm, same leg. Here we go. 1 curtsy, feet together. 1 front lunge. Nice. 1 curtsy. Good. Make sure those abs are nice and tight. Again, dropping that back knee down as much as you can to the floor. Core nice and tight. That dumbbell is just relaxing on the shoulder. 15 seconds left. And then you have an option to use either a dumbbell or a kettlebell for this swing clean combination into a front loaded or racked squat. So I'm going to show you with the dumbbell. Switch hands for me. So with the dumbbell, you're going to swing clean, drop down into a squat. And then again, swing, clean, drop into the squat. Same thing can happen with the kettlebell. Chest up, swing, clean, drop down into that squat. Good. Now, if you're doing a clean with the kettlebell, as the kettlebell comes out in front, we want to get that elbow tucked in really quick. Let the kettlebell wrap around the wrist, end up in this nice racked position, and then dropping down into the squat. Good. And then you just throw the bell away and get set up for the next round. Good. Perfect. So like I said, dumbbell or kettlebell, does not matter. We gotta switch sides. All right, so hips back, eyes up. Always get set up for the swing properly. And we're gonna do that clean. Here we go. High pass. Clean it up. Drop into that squat. Good. Throw it away. Clean. Drop into that squat. Eyes up. Abs nice and tight. Sit those hips back onto your heels. Good. Push the floor away with your feet. Squeeze that butt on the way up. I need about 10 more seconds. We're going to do a split stance or a staggered deadlift. You can use a kettlebell, you can use 2 dumbbells, but we need to pick a leg left or right. Perfect. All right. 2 weights or 1 kettlebell. So feet together, here's a little trick. Feet together, rotate 1 foot out, come up on the toe, boom. We're in our position. Here, shoulders are back. I want you to push the hips back. Get that nice stretch in the hamstring. Stand up nice and tall. So we are working that front leg. Keeping your spine nice and neutral as you come down towards those shoelaces. Belly button pulled up into that spine. I do not care how low you get to the floor, but shade the legs with your weight. Keep them nice and close. We have less than 10 seconds. Same thing on the other side. And then we're gonna rinse and repeat these moves one more time. Good. So again, other side. Start with your feet together. Rotate 1 foot out, come up onto the toe. You're in your right spot. Shoulders are back, eyes are up. Find a focal point. I'll go a little bit this way. So push that butt out, getting that stretch in the hamstring of that front working leg. Abs are nice and tight. Make sure you don't start to round the back. So we're gonna push the hips out, keep the shoulders pulled back, and eyes up. You got it. I need about 15 more seconds, and then we're going to pick a side, left or right. Get 1 dumbbell up onto that shoulder, so we're front loaded for our curtsy front lunge combination. In 3, 2, perfect. All right. So if you just finished working, say, the left leg, then I want you to keep the right leg planted. We gotta give that leg a little bit of a rest. Okay, so curtsy first, front lunge second. You ready? Drop that knee down, feet together. Step it forward, feet together. Nice. Now again, this is round 2, so if you wanted to go heavier or lighter on that weight, hopefully you made that adjustment. Nice. Good, see if you get a little deeper into those lunges for me. I need about 10 seconds. We'll take that 15-second break. We'll get set up on the other side. Remember to grab water whenever you need it. In 3, 2, you got it. Good. Grab a quick drink if you need it. Let's get that dumbbell set up on the other side. Keep that elbow tucked in, eyes are up. Here we go. 1 curtsy, feet together. 1 front lunge. Nice. Take your time, there's no rush. If you want to make it harder, don't even put that foot down in between the lunges. Just let it swing through from one lunge to the next, but that's up to you. Good. Almost there. My legs are burning. We got 10 seconds left. We're going to either use your dumbbell or kettlebell. We're going to do that swing into the clean, into that front loaded squat. 2 seconds. Perfect. So dumbbell or kettlebell, you choose. I'll do a dumbbell on round 1. I'll do a kettlebell on round 2. All right, you ready? Hips back, chest up. We got the weight. Here it is, high pass, clean it up. Drop into that squat. Good. Now throw the weight away. Good, clean. Now when you go into that clean, remember, we're letting that elbow tuck in really quickly. We don't want the weight to swing all the way out in front. We want to keep it as close to the body as we can, keeping those abs super tight. I got less than 10 seconds, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. Good, 3, 2, perfect. All right, I'm gonna use a kettlebell on round 2. Switching sides, nothing else changes. Knees soft, let's get those hips back. Eyes are up, get ready to hike pass. Hike pass, tuck that elbow in, let the kettlebell wrap around. Grab a seat, good. Throw it away, clean. Nice, now take your time. So clean, hold for a second, get yourself set up. Then drop into that squat. Good. Or if you want to make it harder, make it more fluid. Just as that weight hits that shoulder in the front position, drop those hips into the squat. Good. We have about 5 seconds. We have our split stance squats, or deadlifts, sorry. Whew. 2 dumbbells, 1 kettlebell, you choose. Feet together. Rotate, come up onto the toe. Weights are in front, shoulders are pulled back. Good, hips go back. Get that stretch in the hamstring. Keep the weights close to the leg. Squeeze your glutes as you stand up. Keep the shoulders pulled back. Eyes. I was trying to say eyes and abs at the same time. Doesn't work. Eyes are up for me. 15 seconds left. Good, 10 more seconds. Get as deep into that deadlift as you can while keeping your good form. Feeling that stretch in 2, 1. Perfect, feet together. Rotate out, come up onto the toe. We are good to go. Shoulders are pulled back, tuck that belly button in. We got 5 seconds. We're gonna take a little bit of a bigger water break and we're gonna move on. Here we go. Push those hips back. Come on up nice and tall. Good. Eyes up, abs nice and tight. We're gonna keep that back nice and flat. Nice neutral position. Watch that as you get tired, you don't start to round. Hips back, chest up. 15 seconds. And then we're gonna hit the deck to get us started with force circuit number 2. And I need 1 dumbbell for a 1-arm chest press. Good, 3 seconds. Perfect. All right, find your mat for me. Grab a quick drink. We're gonna come down on the floor, on your back. We're going to do a 1-arm chest press, but from a glute hip bridge position. So, get our heels in fairly close. We're gonna get up onto our shoulders. We have a weight in one hand. So we're gonna do one side, we'll take a 15-second break, and then we'll do the other. And then we're going to stand back up. We're going to use either a dumbbell or a kettlebell. We're going to do 2 rows. We're going to clean to the shoulder and then press overhead. All right, we ready for this? So let's get those hips up. Let's get onto those shoulder blades. Palms face out. Press all the way up and above that chest. Squeezing your glutes as high as you can. I want you up onto your shoulder blades. Good. Keeping your pressure through the heels of the feet. You should feel your hamstrings and your glutes tighten right up. And then we're going to use our core to keep ourselves stable and centered, because we've only got the weight in the one hand. Perfect. Just tap the floor. Press it right back up. Got it. Relax. Let's switch hands. Keeping the same weight from one side to the next. And then we've got 15 seconds to stand up. All right, let's get up onto those shoulder blades. Weight through the heels of the feet. Press it up. Come on back now. Abs are nice and tight. We want to minimize any body looping or twisting with the weight only on the one side. And when the timer goes, I need you to find 1 dumbbell or kettlebell press. Rinse and repeat. Good. All right, come on up. I need you to pick a side. Grab either a dumbbell or a kettlebell, up to you. I'm going to use a dumbbell on round one. I'll use a kettlebell on round two. So knees are soft, push your hips back. We're going to do one row. We're going to do 2 rows. Now clean up to the shoulder. From here, press the weight straight up and overhead. Rinse and repeat, hips back, abs nice and tight. 2 rows. Clean it up, and then get that weight overhead. Good. You got it. Drive that elbow up and back. I want you to feel that mid-back. Tuck the elbow in for the clean. Get your bicep to ear for the overhead press. 5 seconds left. You got it. Perfect. Same thing on the other side. So I'm going to show you a kettlebell on this side. So again, keep your feet a little wider. I want the weight moving between the feet, not to the outside. Knees soft. Let's push the hips back. Shoulders are back. We got 2 rows. 1, 2. Clean it up. Up. Get that bicep to ear. Good. Reverse. So again, remember with that clean, tuck that elbow in, let the kettlebell wrap around the wrist. There should be very little bouncing on the forearms. And then get that bicep to ear. Good, reset yourself. 15 more seconds. We're gonna rinse and repeat, which means we are back down on the mat with 1 weight for our hip bridge, 1 arm chest press. And 3, 2, perfect. So if you wanna make a weight change, now's the time to do it. Hit the deck, get up onto those shoulder blades. We've got about 5 seconds before we rock and roll. So hips up, hands out. Press all the way up and above that chest. See if you can get a little higher onto those shoulders. Weight shifted back onto those heels. Abs are nice and tight. We don't want the body twisting to the side that is loaded. Good. So remember, we do have that 15-second break coming up in about 10 seconds. Good. Almost there. Almost there. Perfect. Relax those hips for me. Switch hands with that weight. Take a couple of nice big deep breaths. We got about 5 seconds, so let's get up onto those shoulder blades. Shift the weight back onto those heels. Press all the way up and overhead. Good. Not overhead, over the chest. Good. Abs are tight, glutes are tight, hamstrings are tight. Good. We want to minimize any movement through the body. We want to keep it locked in. You got it. And when that timer goes, we're going to go back, either with 1 dumbbell or kettlebell. 2 rows, into the clean, into that overhead press. Good. 2 seconds. Nice. All right, rock and roll, come on up. Again, make any weight changes if you want for round 2. All right, I'll use a dumbbell on round 1, kettlebell on round 2. So, knees are soft, hips are back. 2 rows. Clean it up, get that elbow tight. Press it straight up and overhead. Reset, hips are back. Good. Drive that elbow up and back. You should feel that mid-back contract as that elbow comes up for the row. Good, clean the shoulder. You can hold for a second before you go into that press. Make sure you're in that good pressing position, which means chest up, abs tight, getting that bicep to ear. Good. 3 seconds. Good. All right, I'm going to do kettlebell on round 2 for those who have the bells. And then we take another break. We have 1 last circuit to get through. All right, knees soft. Hips are back. Keep that chest up. 2 rows. 1, 2. Clean it up. Again, tuck that elbow in. Let the kettlebell wrap around the wrist. It should be a nice fluid motion. It does take some practice. Good. Feel that mid-back contract. And then press. I need 10 more seconds. We're going to grab some water. And then I'm going to show you either a dumbbell or kettlebell. We're going to do a little bit of an alternative of a one-arm swing. Excellent. All right, grab a quick water break for me. And I'm gonna show you a couple different ways that you can do this next move. So, dumbbell or kettlebell, does not matter. So, pick a side, left or right. So if you just finished doing all that cleaning and pressing on the right, then switch to the left. Give that arm a little bit of a rest. But what's gonna happen is a one-arm swing. But as the weight comes out in front, you're going to take a leg and drop it back, not into a full reverse lunge. It's more of a step back. It's going to challenge your core a lot more. So if you feel that you're not ready for that, take the step back out and simply do a one-arm swing on that side. So here's what it looks like. We're gonna get set up. We're gonna do a hike pass. And as that kettlebell or dumbbell comes up in front, we drop it down. Good. Eyes up, abs are nice and tight. So the weight is in my left, I'm stepping back with my right. Okay, same thing with the kettlebell. But like I said, if you're like, no thank you, then I want you to just stick with a one-arm swing. Deal? So let's all start. So pick a side, left or right, so that opposite side to that you just finished with. From there, just so you know where we're going, we got push-ups coming after that. Then we do the other side. All right, let's get this party started. Here we go. So, hike pass. Do one full swing and then drop it down. Good, like I said, it's just a tap back. I'm not dropping down into a full reverse lunge. If you're like, no thank you, you're here. You're just gonna take it right out. You're gonna do a one-arm swing. All is good. Good. I need 10 seconds. We're gonna find your mat. We're gonna hit the deck. Push-ups either from the knees or the toes. In 4, 3, 2, you got it. Now, if going from the floor is too much, feel free to elevate your hands onto a staircase, a workout bench, whatever you got. We got 4 seconds. We're gonna rock and roll. Hands just a little wider than those shoulders. Drop the chest, push away from the floor. Tighten up those abs, tighten up those glutes. Drop that chest straight down. Keeping your back nice and flat, hips square to the floor. Now remember, you can always drop to the knees. Do what you gotta do to finish off. You're 35 seconds strong. And then we go back to that one-arm swing with the step back. In 5, 4, 3, 2, woo. All right, so I'm gonna use a kettlebell here on round 2 so you can see the difference. Big breath, you ready? Knees soft, hips back. We're on the other side. Hike pass, one full swing. And then drop it back. Good. Like I said, if you're like, no thank you, we are here. One-handed swing, that is it. Take that step back out of the equation. Good. You got it. 10 seconds. We're back down on the mat, on your back. We're gonna do some bicycles, then reverse crunches. In 3, 2, woo. Gotta concentrate on those. All right, bicycles. 2 core moves, and then we get to rinse and repeat. All right, knees up, push your back down, hands behind the head. We're gonna bring elbow to opposite knee, and then switch. Bigger legs are gonna be more of a challenge. Smaller legs are gonna be easier. Start with the hardest version for you. Make it easier as you go, so that you can get through 35 seconds without stopping. You got it. Perfect, I need 10 more seconds. We're gonna take a break. We'll tuck the hands under the hips and get set up for a reverse crunch. Perfect. All right, tuck those hands, knees come up. We're gonna tuck that pelvis under. Pull the knees in towards the chest. Come back to your 90 degrees at the hip. Woo, here we go. Nice. So as you tuck that pelvis under, then lower in those abdominals. And then when the timer goes, we're gonna rinse and repeat, my friends, which means we are back to that step back lunge with the swing or just the one arm swing. Good. Woo. There it is. All right, we got 15 seconds to get up. Rock and roll, dumbbell or kettlebell. You choose. Hopefully you remember what your first side was. Okay, make sure that's out of the way. Okay, eyes up, chest up. Here we go. Swing, tap back. Remember, you do not have to do this tap back. You can just stay here. It is all good. If you're trying that tap back, you really gotta lock in that core. Keep those eyes up. Do not look at the floor. We wanna keep this nice tall posture. Perfect. We got those push-ups coming up. 3 seconds. Holy Nelly. That gets your heart rate up. All right. Last time with these push-ups, hands just a little wider than those shoulders. In 3, 2, drop that chest, push away from the floor. Pull that belly button up into the spine. Keeping those abs tight. Squeeze your butt. Back nice and flat. Hips square to the floor. Last time here. And then we're gonna go back to that one arm swing with the step back if you want. 10 more seconds. Good. Almost there, almost there. In 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. Quick little stretch. All right. Dumbbell or kettlebell. You choose. Oh my goodness. You ready? We're almost done. Here we go. Eyes up, chest up. Height pass. Good. Remember, you do not have to do that tap back. Alternative, one arm swing. Good. If you're giving that tap back a go, keep those eyes up, lock in those abs. Good, 10 seconds. Almost there. We're gonna finish on the floor with the bicycles, then reverse crunch. In 3, 2, Nelly, hit the deck. We got 5 seconds, we got lots of time. All right, push your back down, hands behind the head. Let's bring elbow to opposite knee, making those legs as big or as small as you need them. Nice. Start with the hardest, make it easier as you go so that you can finish off strong. Come on, we've only got 1 move left. We're almost there. Good. We have about 10 seconds. Come on. You know they got a break coming up. In 4, 3, 2, all right, hands under the hips, knees come up. Think of tucking that pelvis under. We're gonna tilt it forward to draw the knees to the chest. There it is. Now again, depending on how strong you are, will determine how big the reverse crunch is. But as long as you're feeling those lower abdominals a little bit deeper, it's like a deep muscle contraction. Good. This is our last one, guys. We're almost there. Good, 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 good. Oh, we have about 5 seconds. Come on. See if you can do at least 1 more rep. Woo. There she be. Oh, I need water. Stay down. Don't even bother to get up. Let's get ourselves stretched out. I want you to pull the knees into 90 degrees. I want you to bring the hands out to the side. And then drop the knees either to the left or to the right. From here, you can just stay. Or you can extend the top leg if you need to go deeper in through that hip and lower back. Keeping that opposite arm down on the floor as best as you can, which is going to give you a stretch through that shoulder and the chest. Once you feel any tension, fade away, and then I want you to switch sides. Just sort of taking note if one side feels tighter than the other, because then you can always go back and do the tighter side one more time. Good. You got it. Once that tension is faded away, we're going to bring the knees back up through the middle. Extending one leg up towards the ceiling, grab either above or below the knee or the toe, getting the leg as straight as you can. And then if you need to go deeper, extend the opposite leg. Allowing any tension in that hamstring just to start to fade away. And once that happens, we're going to switch the legs around. Again, taking note if one side feels tighter than the other. Good, get the leg straight first. Grab on above or below the knee or the toe. Only extend the other leg if you need a deeper stretch. Allowing any tension in that hamstring to relax, fade away. Figure 4 is next. So we're going to cross an ankle over a knee. You can either push that knee away with the hand or grab onto the uncrossed leg and pull in. Allowing tension in that hip of the crossed leg just to fade away. Once that has happened, just switch sides. Taking note if one side feels tighter than the other. Once you have done both figure 4s, we're going to sit all the way up with our legs straight out in front. Good. Whew. Legs straight out. So reaching either for your ankles, your shoelaces, your toes. Getting a stretch in through the lower back, hamstrings, and the calves again. Allowing, where do you feel the tension? Allowing that tension just to fade away. And then we'll bring the soles of the feet together, going into an inner leg stretch. Grabbing onto the ankles, pushing the knees down, only if you need to go deeper into the stretch. When you're ready, we'll extend one leg out, cross the leg over, give yourself a nice big hug. So pull in the knee as you twist to look behind you, stretching out through that hip and lower back. And once tension in that hip has faded away, I want you just to switch sides. Pull that knee in, twist to look behind you. You guys did amazing. Hopefully you gave that step back lunge swing maybe 1 or 2 reps a try. If not, I'll bring it back again. But job well done. Have an amazing rest of the day, and I will see you in the next workout.